Hello, class. Welcome to Level 6, ESL Level 6. This quarter, we will be focusing on reading and writing. The summer quarter works a little bit different than the normal quarters. Um, so we won't really be working too much with listening, speaking. We'll be focusing on reading and writing. We'll also be doing vocabulary and grammar too. So the quarter starts on July 7th. It's today technically, but we are Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So tomorrow is the official beginning day of the quarter. Last day is August 28th. This class is online and 100% asynchronous. So that means we will not be meeting on Zoom at any point. There's no planned class meetings. All of our work will be done on Canvas, and we'll talk more about that coming up. So if you need to contact me, my email is david.ruckman@seattlecolleges.edu. You can contact me by emailing me, you can contact on Canvas, or Talking Points. Talking Points is going to be the best way to communicate with me. I will respond quickest on Talking Points. So that's the one that I recommend that you use. So the course description. This class is intended for students who understand and use everyday oral and written phrases, statements, questions comfortably. So the content focus is dependent on specific contextualization of each class. So basically, the classes change a little bit. If you've had level 6 before, this class might be different from that. But basically, the goal of this class is to prepare you for college or technical school or whatever your plans might be after completing the ESL program here. So the required materials that you need are a computer with internet. You need to have a computer with internet to do this class, but that will be the only required material. The modality, like we were talking about, is 100% online, 100% asynchronous. We are not meeting formally, but we will be interacting on Canvas. Canvas you can think of as our classroom. That's where our class takes place, is on Canvas. I'll also be providing links to Ellie, where we'll practice our grammar. And then on Canvas, I'll have access to Quizlet, where we can use the flashcards for learning vocabulary. So we will use Canvas and Ellie. I encourage you to submit work that is your work and not somebody else's work. If you want to learn English, you need to do your own work. I don't mind minimal use of dictionaries and translators at this point. If you're using a translator, it should be mainly for vocabulary words here and there. You should not at this point be using a translator to translate full sentences. Also, AI work, ChatGPT, things like that will not be accepted in this class. If you submit AI work, I will not grade it, and you will not get credit for the assignment. And I will be able to recognize AI submissions. So please do your own work. It's better for you. If you really want to learn, that's the best way to do it. Tuition. This class costs $25. You can pay this on CTC Link online. You can pay this at the office, or you can pay this on campus at the registration office. There's also a Dropbox that you can use. If you have state benefits, then you should be able to get the class for free. but I will refer you to the front office for that. They're the ones that handle that stuff. If you need help, if you're not sure with tuition, um, please ask me for help so I can point you in the right direction. Also, we have a cutoff date for tuition, so make sure that you are paying for the class. I'll get the specific date, but there is a date where the office will drop you if you have not paid. This happened to me last quarter. A couple of students forgot to pay, and they were dropped from my class. I really hate to see that. So let me know if there's any way I can help you getting this done as soon as possible. Class participation and attendance. Um, this is, I think, carryover from when I was teaching in person. Basically, attendance and participation. If you're completing the assignments in class, on Canvas, on Ellie, then you're getting credit for being in the class. That's how I'm taking attendance. So if you're not completing things, then you won't get credit for attendance. So make sure you're doing the work. All students are welcome here. So this class is a safe place and a safe space to learn English. Diversity in my classroom will be explored and celebrated. Everybody is welcome so long as you're being safe and respectful to me and to your classmates. Um, Moving on here. Grading. This is a pass or fail class, which is a little bit goofy because it's not really, there's not a way to fail the class. You're either going to need more time in level 6 or you're going to be finished with level 6. And needing more time is perfectly okay. The only way you can fail this class is by getting a no credit for not showing up. So I only hand out no credits to people who are in my class who just don't show up and don't do any work. And even then, if you get a no credit, you can still come back next quarter and retake the class. So, but as long as you're showing up, doing your work, you're either going to get satisfactory to stay in level 6 or you'll be finished with level 6. Contacting me, we already talked about. Please try to use talking points, but if not talking points, then definitely email me with any questions that you have, and I do my best to answer as quick as possible. So moving right into the activities, these are most of the activities that we'll be doing this quarter. I'm going to try to make all of the activities available at the beginning of the week, so Monday, no later than Tuesday. And then I'm going to give you all the way to Sunday to finish the work. So most of the assignments will be due on Sundays. I understand that a lot of you are working during the week or on the weekends, so I want to give you as much time as I can to complete the work. First activity is discussion boards. This is our main point of communicating with each other. On Canvas, I will have discussion questions for you to answer. You must answer the question and you must respond to at least 2 students in order to get credit. I will also be communicating with you on the discussion boards as well. So I look forward to that. Grammar, I will have more videos explaining grammar. I will have PowerPoints explaining grammar. I will also have Ellie for you, so you can practice the grammar. And then we will have a grammar quiz once a week. Where you will get to test your skills. For all of the quizzes online, I'm giving you 2 opportunities to do it. So if you do it the first time and you realize you need more practice, you can go back and practice and then come back and take it a second time. Again, they will be due on Sundays, so make sure that you're getting it in during the week. Vocabulary, I have embedded flashcards from Quizlet on Canvas. That means that you can just use Quizlet on Canvas. You don't have to go to the Quizlet website necessarily. Um, Quizlet is good because it has flashcards and some games and some tests for you to practice the vocabulary. It will come from the readings. So every reading that I have every week will have vocabulary that's coming from that reading. Yeah, and then of course our vocabulary quiz will be on Canvas. If you are on the Quizlet website, just to make sure that you don't pay for anything. It's a service that I've already paid for, and it's free for you to use. They like to use a bit of spam to get people to pay, and that's not something you should be worrying about. It's free for you. I've already paid for it. Okay, reading assignments. We'll have one reading assignment a week with some questions at the end. Um, yeah. Writing assignments, um, we'll have one writing assignment per week, basically one essay a week or so. I will have PowerPoint videos explaining some of the activities for writing. So for how to write an essay, because that's our focus this quarter is writing essays. So I will be providing more videos on that. This is where the AI comes in. If you're using AI to write your essays, I will not accept them. So don't do it. Please write your own essays. Office hours, I'm going to try to have office hours once a week. We'll talk about that more during the quarter. I'm hoping to shoot maybe something for like Fridays for an hour, but we can talk more about that later. Special needs, if you have a disability, you can contact me. I can help you, point you in the right direction, or you can call this number for disabled support services, and they can help you. Also, we have Clue. Clue is a great tutoring resource. It will be open this summer. I highly suggest you use it. They are in person and they are online. So you can bring whatever work that you need to. They do Zoom meetings online, and they can help you out. So I suggest you use this to help you. It's very good. It's a very good resource. We'll end this video with the objectives. I put the reading and the writing objectives and the grammar objectives on here because that's what we are focusing on this quarter. Starting with reading, it says you should be able to demonstrate reading techniques such as skimming, scanning, previewing, predicting, understanding vocabulary and context. That means understanding words as you're reading them. And then identifying topic and main ideas. You should also be able to demonstrate inferencing skills. This means you're understanding more from a reading than just what is literally written on the page. So it's almost like reading between the lines, as we say. You're getting more information from the reading than just what is literally on the page. Should also be able to separate opinions from fact. And then you should be able to read at an 8.5 grade level. It says that there's an end of quarter exam. I don't have anything like that prepared. We will have the CASAS testing at the end of the quarter. So perhaps that's how they're measuring this. Anyways. For writing, you should be able to demonstrate the writing process. This is huge for writing essays. We'll work on brainstorming, revising, editing, and drafting. We'll work with opinion process and explanation paragraphs, summary, and responding to readings, and then also multi-paragraph compositions. This means essays. The last thing is in-class timed writing, which we will not be doing this quarter. I don't have anything like that planned. For grammar, we will be doing parts of speech, modals in the past and present, gerund and infinitives, present, real and unreal conditionals, all active and passive verbs, 4 sentence types, and then reduced adverbial and adjective clauses. You don't have to know any of this at this point. We will basically be doing 1 grammar point a week. So we will get to it eventually. That is the extent of the syllabus. If you have any questions about the syllabus, please reach out to me. Otherwise, have a good evening.